Hello there. Welcome to week 4 of my 12 weeks of Halloween for 2022. This is an adorable little pillow box, and in it we have 4 of the Dove chocolates in pretty green and orange foils. I believe the orange is milk chocolate, and then the green is the dark chocolate. So, just in case you were wondering what flavors are what color. Okay, I'm going to put this off to the side, and we're going to get started. I'm using the Scary Cute bundle. Surprise, surprise. This is my favorite of the Halloween in the catalog. Of course, I did get all 3, as you know, but we're using the Cebu and Scary On. I don't think I've used that sentiment yet, and we're using the cat, which I don't think I've used yet either. So we're also going to use the label, and that's it from here. I've already got those cut out. Here are the pretty Pillowbox dies, and this big one right here is the actual Pillowbox. It looks like this when you cut it out. It's all one piece. So you just have some score lines to fold on. And then we've also used this stitched label right here in the pumpkin pie. Okay, so that being said, here is, let's go ahead and stamp real quick. There's the pillow box. Here's our pieces. I've got some of the purple glitter washi tape. I've got myself 2 labels just in case I need the second one, hopefully not. I've got Gorgeous Grape ink, and I've already tested. I know that my, you know what? Let me just, this is the one that has to go just a little bit. I'm just testing my stamp here off to the side. Yeah, and I have to go up just a smidge according to the bottom of the stamp. So hopefully I can get that straight. You could always, it's a little high. We have another one. You could also use the Stamparatus. I've been using that a lot lately for various reasons, but one of the main reasons is to get your images dark enough and to also get them straight. So they're straight. I'm going to go up just a little bit and make sure that I'm down further. All right, we'll take that one. And that's it for the stamping. This is a pretty quick and simple one. Let's let that dry for a minute, and I'm going to take about 18 inches of the black and white gingham ribbon. And grab my snips. And I'm going to take the dark Parakeet Party Stampin' Blend and the brush tip, so the thicker one. The thicker line is for the brush tip. And I'm just going to brush on some color here, and then once I have that end, I can just kind of push down gently and slide that ribbon underneath the tip of my blend, and then you can look at it on the other side to see if you want to pull it back through. So again, I'll kind of switch to the other side now so I can just pull it. It just depends on how dark you want it. There we go. Let that dry for a minute. Let's kind of put some pieces together here. Now, the pillow box, I didn't actually use any adhesive for it. I guess you could, and I'll show you where you might want to use some adhesive. So these 2 fold down, just regular score lines, but then these are curved, so you just really want to take your time and just kind of pinch them naturally like they want to go. Make sure you get all the way to that point, and then come back and do the same thing, and you're just pinching that around There we go. And then the other side. This is an adorable little box, and it's fairly simple to put together because it's just the one piece, and it doesn't hold a whole lot, so pretty inexpensive too. So then here we go, that I like to take the front and have that be I like to have the back go up first and then the front kind of go around that so that my seams are in the back. And this is where you can kind of tell if you don't have something quite pinched enough, because it will do that. So there we go. And then once it kind of goes together, you just have to be a little gentle with it, a little patient. There we go. And then it's really here at the end. You really want to kind of crease that, and then that'll go together just like that. So you could put just a little bit, like even just a couple of glue dots along the edge here, so that when it comes back around, you could fasten it. But we're going to put ribbon around ours, so I think that it's going to be okay. This one doesn't have any glue on the box itself. So we're going to put, let's go ahead and grab the ribbon. It doesn't take long to dry. And you'll notice that it'll be a little stiffer now that it's got some color on it. So I'm just going to bring this around, and you'll notice that the pillow box is more narrow in the center, and that's where I'm having my ribbon go across, and you'll see that in just a second. Let me get this started. It can be a little finicky or fiddly, maybe finicky too. But okay, so you want to have your ribbons be going north and south, and you want to pull pretty tight. And I'm going to grab the new reverse tweezers from the embossing toolkit and just hold on to that knot. And then this one is going to come up and make the loop, and this will come around. You might get away with 14 or 16 inches of ribbon, just whatever you're comfortable with. I know that I did just 12 inches in my sample, and it was a little difficult to get that bow tied and on there, but so this is just using 12 inches. I made it work, but it wasn't the easiest task. So then there we go, and that's not quite tight enough, so I want to try that again. And I really kind of want to go all the way over to the left as far as I can, and then really pull that tight. And then make sure that I've got, come on, it never fails as soon as you turn the camera on. I didn't have any trouble with that first one. Even with that finagling with that bow, I still managed to put it together pretty quickly. So let's see if we can make that work. You just want to make sure that your ribbon doesn't get twisted. Like right here in the middle. Just kind of, there we go. You have that nice square knot there. Okay, that's much better. Okay, and then, yeah, I've got way too much ribbon. 18 seems to be quite a bit. So try 16, try 14. It's just whatever you feel comfortable with. There we go. And then I'm going to go ahead and cut it off now, and then we can always adjust the size later. So the only thing left to do is I'm going to take my washi tape, and I'm just going to run a strip right down the middle of the label. and then cut that off. There we go. And then this is going to get some dimensionals. I've got mini dimensionals here. Grab my Take Your Pick tool, and I'm going to put them right here, right below. Let me show you where this scallop is on the lid. Here we go. So this second, let me pull that bow up just a little bit, or that ribbon. So right below this second scallop, so you have this one in the middle, we're going to put it right there, and we're almost going to touch. That will also act as a stopper when we put the lid back in. So it's almost touching. And then we can probably, let's see. I don't think we're going to get one right there. So I just did 2 on the other one. So this is going to go across here and cover up just the bottom of the label. We'll be covering the dimensionals, okay? And then I took a little piece of tear tape. I actually put it on my other cat on the back, just like this, but only halfway, and then I cut the other half off, and that's what this is. And that's okay that that hangs out a little bit because all that's going to be covered. And I just put that on the wrong side. Can you believe it? Of course. Let's see. If I pull it off, I don't think I'm going to be able to use it again, but let's try. You could, I guess you could use liquid glue, but I'd be afraid that there's going to be a lot of opening and closing, so I'd hate for it to come apart on you. So I'm just going to use that little bit of tear and tape. And then we're going to put this just right about like that. So I've just got that bottom section there. Okay. And then this one is going to go on just like that. So I think we need to make the bow a little bit smaller, otherwise our cat is going to cover up our pretty ribbon. So we'll cut that again. And we'll do, wow, I really got that too big. Okay. Goodness. Okay. Hopefully that, third time is the charm, right? I think that was 3 times. Okay, so then this, and we're just going to go with it, is going to go right on here. So what I'm going to do is put mini dimensionals across the very bottom and go all the way as close to the edge of the label as you can. And I'm going to use 3. And then I'm going to take some glue dots and put those across here where we put that tear tape on the other side. Come on. And because this part's going to stick to the label and the other part's going to stick to the pillow box. Okay, so then this is going to come up like that. Just enough, just right to where those, you'll feel the dimensionals hit the label, and then you know you're there. Okay. And then let's take these. So now you're able, or your guest or your recipient is now able to pull up on the pocket right there, and then I've just got these dropped down in there. And because I didn't put any glue, we've got a little bit of kind of extra room for it to expand, and then this will go right back down and tuck underneath. I have it going underneath the ribbon. Once it goes back underneath there, come on. You get those candies adjusted. Okay, and then that's going to go right underneath the ribbon. Oh, there was the problem. It was stuck. Okay, right underneath. I don't think I have my, come on. Of course, it's just not wanting to cooperate. Let me see. Well, let's take the Take Your Pick tool and kind of lift up the ribbon and push this under. There we go. And then the other side underneath that ribbon. Okay, hopefully you don't have any troubles with that. Like I said, the first time I didn't have any problems. And what has happened to our little bow over here? Okay, it got stuck underneath. And then if you pull it over a little bit more, it's not in the way as much. Okay, and then I've got some of our, pardon my reach here, we've got some iridescent rhinestones, and I've got just the small ones on this sheet left, and we'll see if I can get, there we go, just like that. Okay, had a little trouble with the ribbon, but other than that, pretty simple. So there you go. If you have any questions about the project, just reach out, let me know. I'm happy to help. Okay, thanks you guys.